Morning, Lori.
Morning.
I kind of like that. It's good because if I can hear me, then I don't yell at you. I mean, I don't want to yell at you, but sometimes if I can't hear, I get louder. So, anyway, you're all beautiful people, by the way. I want to make sure I said that to you. Now, you're saying, hey, dude, the lights are dim. But seriously, you're all beautiful people. It's good to be with you. Well, there you go. Let me make confirmation. Yes, you are. Very good. So, it's good to be with you. One of the reasons I say morning glory, I think maybe I told you about my dad used to say that to us when we'd come downstairs and we were already up. He'd say, morning glory. But as I got to thinking about the context of faith, it's like, wow, what a cool thing to say. Morning glory. You're the glory of God. A person fully alive is the glory of God. And God is making you fully alive. Now you might think, I'm not so sure about that. But, trust me, if you trust Him, He'll make you fully alive. So I'm going to do it one more time, and I want to hear it back. Morning glory. Morning glory. Okay. So, one of the things that we often tell our children, and actually we might say it in the workplace or whatever, is that it's who you know. You ever said that? It's who you know. Our oldest son is a volunteer strength and conditioning coach for a local college, Division II program. And, he has another job, and he's kind of, that might be something he'd be excellent at, by the way, if he did it full time. And that's something he thinks about. And his mentor that helps him with that says, well, it's good to get your feet in the door because it's who you know that helps you get along in this career. He begins to tell him about all the people he's known and all this. It's kind of a cool thing to have a mentor, right? And our youngest son, Evan, that was Eli, was our oldest. Our youngest, Evan, is an aspiring photographer and actually has gotten paid for some of his work. And so he's going to be heading to a conference in Florida. His mentor has said, this, Evan, would be a good thing for you to do. You make connections, you can network and kind of get your work out in front of people because, it's who you know. I remember when I was an undergrad and I was thinking about going to graduate school and kind of discerning what to do and where to do all of that. And I think I figured out what I was supposed to do with my life by now. I had, actually. But anyway, at that time I hadn't. I didn't know what to do. And I remember one of my mentors saying, well, you want to be careful where you go to study because it matters who you study under. It matters who you know. So we put a lot of stock on who you know. Now, I'll say about this passage that Scott read, and it's the know word is where we're at today. So we understand that Jesus wants us to know the true God and His Son. How do we know that? Because this is what Jesus prayed. And as Pastor Diane said last Sunday, and we said the Sunday before, Jesus is praying this before His crucifixion. The hours are ticking away, right? And He knows that He has so much time with His physical presence to infuse in these believers what He wants them to know. And so you know that if He's saying this at this point in time, this stuff's really important. He really believes it. Jesus really believes, He prays, that we will know the true God and His Son, which tells me that means it's possible. So I got to thinking, filtering this through my mind, this whole knowing thing, who you know, and this and that. I got to think, well, I'm going to do a humble brag here. You remember when Paul talked about a humble brag? You're trying to kind of be humble, and it sounds a little bit humble the way you say it, but in fact you're really bragging. And he used some examples from Twitter, which were awesome. So this is kind of a humble brag. I know some famous people. I've had some conversations, one-on-one, with some famous people. I've been interviewed by NBC Network before. I've had a conversation with a nationally known network news anchor. Wow, don't I look special? Just can you see my glow right now? I've had breakfast with an NBA champion and his son. And hung out with him for a little while. And maybe my greatest story, one that my sons kind of teased me back about, is that I am friends with the only person who has won a basketball championship on every level. 7-time NBA All-Star. Olympic gold medalist. I had his cell number in my phone, which I've lost the number. I'm kind of bummed about that. But anyway. And you're thinking, wow, isn't this so special? Now, the reason I want to do that humble brag is because I say I know them. I've sat and I've talked with them and everything, chatted them up and listened to it all. But you know what? To be honest with you, I don't really know them. I know some things about them, but I don't really know them. So we throw this word know around, kind of like we can throw this word love around. You know, there's a lot of ways you can understand the word love, and there's a lot of ways you can understand knowing. Do you know somebody or something? I remember when I was in 6th grade, there was this kid named Mark. He was new to school, and Mark came in, he's kind of full of himself, and he said to the teacher, Mrs. Reed, he goes, I can speak Italian. Mrs. Reed's like, awesome. Because there weren't too many people speaking Italian in Cambridge, Ohio, at Oakland Elementary School at that time. And so she's like, go for it. So he begins to count in Italian. And he gets up to 5. That was his limit. And she was, I think, kind of close to, like incensed almost. She's like, what? He's like, that's all I know. She's like, no, that's not speaking Italian. I thought she was going to make you go to the principal's office for that. She was so upset. So he thought he knew Italian, but he didn't. He could count to 5. And I'm not even, who's going to challenge you? We didn't know. Knowing. How do we know? Jesus says that we can know the true God and His Son. Now, here's what I think about Jesus. I believe that Jesus is God in the flesh. I believe Jesus has come, He went on a cross, He gave His life for us. He took upon Himself all the sins that should be ours, that should keep us away from God. He took it all on Himself for us so that we did not have to do that. He became the bridge with those outstretched arms so that we can get back to God, that the things that we have done in our lives will not hold us back. He made it possible for us to have access to God, to be in God's presence, to speak with the Lord face to face. The most intelligent human being ever, who will ever be, the most gracious man, the funniest dude that ever lived. I gotta believe that. I mean, if it's God in the flesh, it's gotta be the funniest, right? And if He prays, and by the way, He was in prayer with God all the time, running conversation. If Jesus prayed, believe that we can know the true God and His Son, well, I'm going to believe it. I'm going to believe it. I believe He's going to make that possible. I believe that it's something that can happen. And what He's saying is that there is not some spiritual elite for whom this truth is. This is for anybody and everyone who wants to enter into this life with God through Jesus. He is saying that you and I can know Him. Now, what's this knowing mean? Does it mean that we can use Jesus as a reference to get a job? Chances are great that if you know Jesus, you may not get the job because of the way the culture is. Just being honest. Does it mean that we can drop His name, and as we do so, then suddenly the doors will open for us? Some doors may. Others may be closed. What does He mean to say? No. Is it knowledge? Is it just head stuff? Or is there more to this knowing that Jesus is talking about? I want to suggest to you today that there's more. So here's what I mean. In the New Testament, the story about life of faith after Jesus has come on into the present and the future. In the New Testament, when knowledge or knowing something is talked about, it represents the possibility of having a relationship. So if you know something, as it's used in the New Testament, that word know, what we translate in English, it means that you can have a relationship. It means that you can experience something. It means that you can acknowledge and are acknowledging an authority in your life. That's part of what knowing means. It means that you can have a connection. You can have fellowship. You can, frankly, become one with somebody. That's what the New Testament word knowing denotes. So whenever you read that, it's got those kinds of nuances to the meaning. But in this case, there's even a little plus to it. You see, when Jesus says that we can know, He prays that we know God the Father and His Son, He is talking about the most intimate of relationships that a human being can possibly have. You see, the word that is translated know in the Greek language even speaks of physical intimacy. It's the same word that's used. It is a connection that is deep and intimate. And what Jesus is praying is that we will have that kind of intimate relationship, that knowing God the Father and His Son. Now, just allow your mind to be blown for a minute on this, because get this. He's not talking about like you knowing me. He's talking about that you can know something other than humanity. You can actually have a personal relationship. You can actually know the God of the universe. How do you know Him? How do you get into this fellowship? How do you get into this connection? How do you get into this intimacy? How can you know God the Father and His Son? We do it through Jesus, His Son. You see, God has made it possible for you and me to have a relationship with the God of the universe, the one who has made all of this possible. And it's not a matter of dropping a name. It's not a matter of who you know in a sense of the society that says, now you're well connected, now you're well healed. No, He's saying basically, if you have faith with me, then you can know God the Father and the Son. You can know the maker of the universe. Now, with all due respect to my friends, who I love knowing, I mean, it's pretty cool to know that I can know God of the universe on an intimate level. But think about it. You can know the God of the universe. And I got to think about that. And there are a lot of challenges to that. But first of all, say, well, how do we get there? Now, you hear us talk about discipline sometimes. Now, discipline's not our favorite word. Because discipline, oftentimes, we think about the paddle that Mr. Freeze had when I was in 7th grade. Everybody was terrified of Mr. Freeze. Because Mr. Freeze, that was really his name, had a paddle displayed prominently in his office. It had holes drilled in it just the right place to amplify the sting. Now, that was back in the day when that kind of thing happened. You could get paddled. I got paddled once. Did I ever tell you the story when I got paddled? If I didn't, remind me to tell you the story, because I was framed. I didn't get paddled. But anyway, Mr. Freeze been paddled. But anyway, so we think of discipline that way, right? This is a bad thing, the D word. But what I want you to think about discipline is this idea that if I do a certain thing in a committed and regular way, a good thing is going to come. So we have these things called disciplines in our faith. We read the Bible and we seek to understand it and to grow in our relationship and understanding of God. Remember, we talk about that's a way that you can hear God speak to you. We talk about being in prayer and growing in that time where we kind of set it aside. We're like, okay, I'm going to listen to you, Lord, and I'm going to speak out my heart to you. And as we do that, and as we make a place for that in our life on a regular basis, we begin to build a relationship. When we pay attention to those around us who are in need, and we begin to serve them, and wherever they are in life and what they need, we commit ourselves to sacrificing in some sense to help other people. We are growing and building that relationship with God and with others. When we come and spend time with each other, when we come and we worship the holy God, and then we speak to each other and care for each other here and just support one another in the joys and sorrows of life, we grow in our relationship with God and with one another. These are the ways, these are the disciplines that help us, the goodness that help us to know God. But you know how life is, how the world is. In the Bible, when it talks about the world, it doesn't always use it in a good way. You know, God made everything. God made the world and calls it very good, and calls us very good. He made the world good. But it's been marred, right? I mean, there's stuff that goes on that just, curls your hair. If you have straight hair, and if you have curly hair, it doesn't curl. I don't know. Anyway, there's stuff in the world that is awful, and we know it, and we experience it, we've seen it. And sometimes the world, that part of the world that hasn't been redeemed yet by knowing Jesus and knowing the Father and knowing the Spirit, that is struggling and hurting, where awful things happen, sometimes that creeps back into our faith. We try to follow Jesus, we try to do the right thing, we try to live the right way, we try to have this relationship, and sometimes it becomes so hard. And Paul the Apostle talked about this in a letter that he wrote to a church in a place called Galatia. They were people who had come to know God and His Son Jesus. They had come to find life in Him. But things had gotten in the way of that intimacy. Things had gotten in the way of that fellowship they had with each other. Things had gotten in the way of them believing they could just be faithful and have joy. What had happened was some people had come in, some false teachers, and said, well, you know what? Yeah, Jesus saves you, and he went to the cross for you and helps you to be one with God, but we just want you to know, this is what the false teachers said, my paraphrase, we just want you to know that there are some certain things you need to do to really be right with God. Like if you haven't been circumcised yet, then you need to be circumcised. I got to tell you, for some adult males, that was not a good thing. To think I had to do that to you. And Paul said, no, you don't. No, you don't. Jesus has done it for you. What you got to do is have faith. But some of these people in Galatia were having trouble, so Paul writes this in this letter, chapter 4 of Galatians. Listen to this with me, if you will. There are challenges to live in this knowing of God and His Son. Here's what he wrote. Before you Gentiles, that is, people that hadn't been Jews and hadn't come to the faith, they were just folk, being folk. Before you Gentiles knew God, you were slaves to so-called gods, little g, that do not even exist. So now that you know God, or should I say, now that God knows you, which is cool, why do you want to go back again and become slaves once more to the weak and useless spiritual principles of this world? You are trying to earn favor with God by observing certain days or months or seasons or years. I fear for you. He writes, perhaps all my hard work with you was for nothing. And then he says, then he writes, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you. Get this. I plead with you to live as I do in freedom from these things. In freedom from the things that seek to tell you you can't know God and you can't be known by God. The freedom from the things that try to tell you there's some wall of separation between you and God that can never be breached. The freedom from the things that are rolling around in your head that say, I can't know and be known by this God of the universe. You see, we understand as followers of Jesus that when we live with Jesus, when we have an increasing knowledge and understanding and intimate relationship with Him, we love and learn and lead like Jesus did, and it changes everything. You can have a relationship with God and His Son that is deep and intimate. And knowing the God of the universe can blow your mind. Sometimes we make it hard. I got to tell you, it's kind of a challenge for me to even talk about this. Because, how do you quantify knowing? I want to give you some handles on things, Oh, this is what I do to know. And I've tried to, scripture, prayer, so on and so forth, certainly. But it's just kind of like, knowing, right? Know. There's a woman named Carolyn Ahrens, who is a contemporary Christian musician. She's an author. I'd like to say she's a friend. I can't because I don't know. Anyway, Carolyn Ahrens was talking about how she's a person with words. And so whenever she has this incredible spiritual experience, this kind of thing that happens that God is all through it and in it, she wants to find a way to put it in words and describe it. And she wrote about how difficult that is. You just can't always say what you've experienced. You just can't always put stuff into words, even though you want to. Some things are just beyond language, even though you know it's real and you know it's happened. And she quoted, as she talked about wrestling with that desire that she always has to put things into words, and the fact that she can't always do it, and how amazing it is that there can be things that are real in life that we can't always put a label on or describe fully. And she quoted this guy named Ronald Rolheiser. And here's what he said. When we try to perceive God, I will say, I am this, when we try to know God and describe it, we're often like a fish who asks his mother. And by the way, just think about it, fish and his mother. Right? We're often like a fish who asks his mother, where is the water I hear so much about? First, the mother might set up a projector at the bottom of the ocean to show pictures of the sea. And then she might say, hear this, and then she might say, now that you know and have some idea of what water is, I want you to sit in it and let it flow through you. I want you to sit in it and allow it to flow through you. See, I think that's what it means to know God. It's where God himself, in spirit and in Son, begins to flow through your life. He becomes the air you breathe. He becomes the water through your gills. He becomes the vision of everything you can see. Every human being seems to have the face of God. You see the beauty. You see the potential. You see the possibility. And then you look in the mirror and you look at your hands and you look at your feet and your body and you begin to see that you have been fearfully and wonderfully made, that there is something magnificent about you, that you are indeed the apple of God's eye, that you are indeed a masterpiece. And then you begin to believe that this God who invites you into this knowing relationship really can love you, that you can really be in an intimate, holy union with the God of the universe, the one, Jesus, who saves us, and the Spirit who makes us alive. You can have this. You can be this. And we can be this together because Jesus himself prays that we will know him and the true God, the Father, the perfect Father of the universe. Do you believe that? You see, it is who you know. It is who you know. It is all in who you know. And he is the one who makes you truly and abundantly, fully alive. Will you pray? Holy God, first of all, it's kind of an audacious thing that Paul and Diana and myself get to stand up and just share your word. We are humbled by the privilege of it. And we pray that what we speak is of you always. That what is not of you, if anything comes out of our mouths that is not of you, that it would just fall away from our hearing and our memory. God, I want my dear friends in this room with me and those who are not to know you. And to know they are known by you. That you know where we were last night. And you love us still. That you forgive us where we be. That you pull us out of the muck. You dry off our feet. Set us on the rock. And you make our footsteps secure. Oh Lord. Please help us to see ourselves in some measure the way you see us, as beautiful creations from a loving hand who is molding us and making us into something new. Lord, help us to believe that we can know you, we can know one another in you, that we can be made alive because of you. But we can't figure it all out. Help us to be okay with that. It's called faith. Help us to have that. And we pray this in the sweet name of Jesus.